Somebody can shoot at you, it'll bounce right off.
Sure.
That's always good.
It has that sort of droid styling, the droid razor styling. Anyway.
Yeah, it really does. With the bump at the top.
With the bump at the top
for the antenna.
For the antenna and the
now,
camera.
what kind of camera is that?
8-megapixel camera with 720p HD. I think 720p. I could be wrong, but it's HD video recording. 8-megapixel camera. As far as my testing goes, the photo quality was a bit oversaturated, a little bit kind of. It wasn't the best quality I've seen from a phone. Anyway, it was good in bright sunlight, of course, but any phone can look good in bright sunlight, I think.
Right. I noticed it has two connectors at the top. It's got the standard micro USB, but what is this other connector?
That's a micro HDMI port. And that's for connecting up to your television or something like that.
Do they provide the HDMI cable that goes with it?
No. I think you have to get it yourself.
You know, a lot of phones now are combining both functions into a single micro USB. You get a special connector.
This does have Wi-Fi Direct on it, so you can connect up to your television if it has that capability.
That's an Intel. Is that Intel?
Yeah, it's an Intel technology. Yeah.
So not all TVs.
This does not have NFC.
No tapping the
tactiles. No tactile technology on there. So it does have a very nice, very decent front-facing camera on there for Skype calls and all of that. And
it's funny, we're really getting kind of a standard look and feel to all the Android competitors. This is right in there with the rest of them. How much though?
This is $100.
So it's less expensive than a comparable Galaxy.
Yeah, right. And also, it does have moto blur on it, which some people don't like the moto blur.
Moto blur. Yeah.
This does have some remnants of moto. It's not as bad as it used
Has
to
it
be.
improved?
It's not as cluttered, but it still has it still has that feel on it. It still has that sort of look and feel on it.
Not crazy about it.
Not crazy about it either.
But you could always put another launch manager on there without rooting it. It's easy to put Nova or one of the other launch managers. I use a launch manager on my Galaxy S.
So this is a very interesting feature on the Motorola phones in general. It's something called Smart Actions. Let me see if we can launch that right here. And so yes, something called launch actions. Sorry. Basically, there are a variety of smart actions you can do.
So you're going to add one right now.
Right. So let's say there are all these custom rules. For example, you can say like a sleep rule.
Okay.
And depending on where you are, let's say it's at 8 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night. It's your sleep time. It'll automatically know when it's that time. It'll know where you are because you're at home. And then you automatically know to go into like low power mode or charging mode.
So a number of third-party programs like Locale.
Right.
Tasker will do something similar.
It's very similar to Tasker.
Yeah.
So this is Motorola's own Smart Actions, their own app on it.
This really shows you, though, in some ways it capitalizes on what the differentiator between Android and iOS is.
Yes.
Android is highly configurable. You can do all sorts of stuff. And it's programs like this that really bring that home. I'm sure that's why they build it in. Yeah.
This is actually very needed because the battery is not removable.
Oh, that's disappointing.
It's only a 1700 milliamp battery.
Ooh, it's small.
So you're going to run out of battery quick and fast.
That's a big negative.
And it's not removable. So you're going to have to charge this, or you're going to have to use these smart actions, I guess, to conserve battery.
So give us the pros and cons of the Motorola Atrix HD.
Sure. Pros. The display, as I said, is beautiful. The processor is really fast and speedy, especially if you get LTE in your area. It's very fast in the internet arena as well. And the price cannot be beat. It's $100 for all of these features.
Right.
For ICS and everything. Cons. As I said, the battery is not removable. The camera quality was not the best, I thought. And, it's just... the battery life is not that great. The battery life is not
I think it's almost a killer that you can't replace the battery. HTC One also, you can't replace the battery. I think that is a deal breaker in my opinion. How about you? Buy, try, don't buy? I
have to say, because of the price, because it's going to get lower, I feel.
Yeah.
$100 for all of these
pretty
features.
Aggressive.
It's very aggressive. For such a great display, for all of its features, I have to say it's a buy. Just because for the price.
It's a great deal.
For the price.
If you are in a budget price phone. I always wonder, though, why people spend so much time paying attention to the price of the phone when, after all, it's the $90, $70, $80, $90 a month that you're going to pay for the next 2 years. It really is the real cost of any smartphone. There you have it, a buy from Nicole Lee for the Motorola Atrix HD. By the way, fuel band forever, baby. Just got mine. Just got mine. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that sometime. You like it?
Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah, this is the Nike. This is kind of a hot new category. Started with a Fitbit and then the Up Band, which was kind of a jawbone flop. But this one seems to be everybody's wearing.
Everybody seems to be having it. So.
I feel like I'm part of the in crowd with this. I could press the button and it tells me how much fuel I have.
Ooh,
I'm not even close. Look,
That's
see
good though.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1234.
Yeah, well, I set it for 5,000, right? So
Oh, that's
the,
why.
the green light blinking is where I'm headed. The red lights are where I am. You can also see how many steps you've taken. It's just a fancy pedometer, how many calories you've burned
But
today.
it does look very fancy.
It is and believe it or not, it's also a wristwatch. You can see what time it is. What time is it?
It's 423.
Oh, it's time to wrap up. Thank you, Nicole Lee, producer Before You Buy, Father Robert Ballister from This Week in Enterprise Tech, and, of course, Tony Wang, our chief editor here at twit.tv. Wow, this was fun. Now, I was going to review a beautiful Asus ZenBook this week. The power supply that we came with it was broken. We just got the new power supply. So I wanted to give it more than 3 hours.
Sure,
test. So
absolutely.
next week, I will have that Asus ZenBook. I'll tell you, it's their Ultrabook, and I'm pretty impressed just looking at it. We'll see how it operates. I'll put Windows 8 on it. We'll give it a real test. Thanks for being here. Remember, you can watch all of the reviews in full-length versions. There's extras if you go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/twit. You can email us, byb@twit.tv. Let us know if there's something you'd like us to review. Please, no more Orbit Wheel skates. I'm not getting on those ever again. And thank you, Nicole. We'll do this show pretty much every, depending, on traffic, every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Poor Nicole was stuck in traffic for a long time coming up here. 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 2200 UTC on twit.tv. But you don't have to watch live because we've got on-demand versions, both audio and video, available after the fact on our website, twit.tv/BYB, or everywhere podcasts are offered for download. Thanks for being here. Remember, you got to watch before you buy. See you next time.